Hello, my Sagittariuses, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I'm reading for June 29th through July 5th. I've done my overview. Have faith. There is a plan. Please watch it. As always, these are general readings. May or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. And for TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's go on and see what we have going on with Michael. Michael. What do you want to say to your Sagittariuses? What do you want to say to your fiery, adventurous Sagittariuses? Okay, we got a bunch of cards that fell out. We will read them after I pick them all up. Not sure what order they're going to go in because they just kind of scattered, but we will take them one at a time. First card is, and this happened actually for Leo too, that a bunch fell out, but someone new is coming. Wow. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Now that could be intimate, personal, it could be family, it could be a new job, a new career. Next card. Again, reversed. Your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for your loved ones. I am looking after them. Thank you, Michael, for that. Another card. Boy, everything's reversed here. Don't give up on love. Wow. This is a very emotional reading, isn't it? A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So your loved ones are safe. Someone new is coming. A relationship can be healed. All right. Increase your knowledge. So there's all this relationship energy going on, and then we have increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. Oh, does that make sense to anybody out there? There's a lot of information here from Michael. Thank you, Michael, for that. So there's a lot of emotional information at that top, and then there's this, let's bring it down home, make it real. It's time for you to do some research. It's time for you to increase your knowledge. Okay, let's see. And I do like that. Education brings opportunities. All right, let's see what we have here. Higher power. What else for your Sagittariuses? So sometimes we're just limited because we don't have that piece of paper. Even though you may have all the knowledge, that piece of paper tends to be the one that says, we got a card here that should not be there. We'll put this aside. All right, we'll take that as this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's say 1, 2, 3. 3 cards face down. And we'll pull this card out too. All right, let's see what we've got here for my Sagittariuses. First card is the 6 of Raphael. 6, the number of man, energies you put into something. Raphael, water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. This is a nostalgic card. This is looking back. This is kind of thinking, how did I get to where I'm at? And thinking about all the people that might have supported you during this journey, the people that might have even hindered you during this journey. It's a youthful look back. It's really looking back and doing some deep diving into, how did I get to where I'm at? Like I said, I call this the nostalgia card. A lot of times we look at things with I think they even say rose-colored glasses. We look at things as better or worse than what they really were. So this could be somebody from your past coming back into your present, or it could be about you letting go of something from your past that you've been carrying around with you. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Next card, the Ace of Gabriel. So we have a 1. Aces are 1, new beginning, new starts. Gabriel is fire energy, your energy. It's also Aries and Leo. It's also Aries and Leo. It's about passion, burning, very determined, very committed energy. So it's about looking back at your past, kind of feeling like, okay, I have to clear some of that old stuff up, maybe, maybe there's been some triggers that, something triggers you a lot, and what you would like to do is not have it trigger you, because you've got something going forward that's going to be very, that has a lot of passion, and you don't want to have that, you don't want to be anchored by old, old triggers. I guess I have to just keep saying that. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So now we go to this last card here, is divine guidance. So divine guidance, this is that Hierophant, a lot of times has to do with Taurus energy. Archangel Sandalphon, 5 changes, changes, changes. So this is kind of like, so here we have this retrospective look at life, at your life. Then we have this is what I want to do. And then the rules and regulations of the Hierophant come into play. And a lot of times I look at the Hierophant, here he is. He's very, I don't know. I'm never really a fan of this card per se. There are some of the cards that I'm like, okay, this is a gentler version. But this is, to me, it's the business of religion, the business of government, the business of business. All the rules and regulations that go with this business. So maybe some of this is how you work around those rules and regulations. Maybe some of this is going against some of those rules and regulations. It's not doing anything illegal. I'm not saying that. But sometimes you have to step out of the rules and regulations so that you can see, so some of this stuff. And and it's interesting because this rules and regulation is kind of connecting me to this increase your knowledge card too. So maybe there's some things you need to know. Maybe somebody's just telling you these are the rules and regulations, and you really never really researched it enough. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. All right. The message, I don't mind the message as much. I just, here he is with his robes and his, just, okay. Here we go. The Knight of Earth. This was in the overview. In fact, this is where I got the, there is a plan. Knights are directional, so they figure it, once they figure out where they're going, they go. The underlying energy to this knight is fire, but the overlying energy is earth. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. Also your home, okay, your energies in itself. So the knight, once he figures out what he wants to do, it's all about the plan, okay? It's all about taking a step and really, saying, okay, we're not just going to rush right into everything, especially with this rules and regulations. We're going to make our plan. So let's get this all back in here. Loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive. Plan, and this one's a little differently because it says plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Wait for perfect timing. A guardian angel or someone who watches over you. So there is a thing about waiting for perfect timing. Again, plan carefully about all of these things. I feel like this is where it says increase your knowledge. There's a lot of love energy around here, relationship energy with those first. Plan carefully. Take, kind of a, just be aware. Be wary and be aware. Okay? All right, let's go on and see what we've got here. Crystal or energy that would be helpful for Sagittariuses. Rose quartz. Everybody loves rose quartz. Unconditional love, romance, nourishing, and soothing. All right. So, my Sagittariuses, did this make sense to you? There's a lot going on here. Maybe it's leaving the past to go to the future, but there's a lot of rules and regulations that you have to kind of navigate around or navigate through. The Knight of Earth is like basically telling you, hey, you've got to have a plan to this. Just don't be precipitous and jump in. You have to have a plan. So have a plan. All right, and that kind of goes along with the overview. So my Sagittariuses, please do me a favor of watching the overview. Have faith. There is a plan. Also, remember to do the thumbs up, the hearts, wherever they may be. on your screen. Comment. I love hearing from you. As always, though, my Sagittariuses, always know that you are loved. Stay shining. Be blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.